In the last part of Dragon Ball Rise, Goku not only witnessed the death of his son, but Vegeta. This made Goku reevaluate all the mistakes he made in the Cell games and gave him enough power to transform into a Super Saiyan 2. And now, Rising Fist has released the final chapter of this story. This is how the Cell games should have ended. The chapter begins with Cell returning in his super perfect Cell form. Seeing a lifeless Vegeta on the ground, motionless, it kind of freaks Goku out and he wants to fight Cell somewhere else, so he gets behind him and he takes him to a new location. So now what we have is a full-powered Super Saiyan 2 Goku fighting against a full-powered super perfect Cell. None of them are holding back, they are both going all out. However, over time, Cell is overpowering him. You can see that Goku's getting tired, some blood in his eyes, and Cell is still pretty fresh. It then cuts to Kami's lookout because as soon as everybody saw Goku transform into a Super Saiyan 2, they kind of assumed that he would take it from there and go on with defeating Cell. So they went up to the lookout and they revived Gohan. Gohan wakes up and he's a bit confused because he's never died before and he was certain that he got killed by Cell. So Trunks and Krillin are explaining to him what's been going on and how Goku reacted to seeing his death. The choice is now up to Gohan whether he wants to confront Cell and help his dad, or just leave him to die. The story then cuts back over to Goku vs Cell, and a few minutes have gone by and Goku is getting beaten down. It's pretty clear that even in his Super Saiyan 2 form, Cell has now grown in so much power that Goku Super Saiyan 2 simply isn't enough. And it's pretty interesting what Rising Fist has done here, because when Gohan was a Super Saiyan 2 in the main series, at full power he was stronger than Cell, even in his super perfect form. But Goku isn't, and it's quite clear to see that Cell is getting bored. Goku and Cell begin to have this massive beam clash, and Goku even taps into Kaioken mixed with Super Saiyan 2 to overpower Cell for a little bit, but he's forgetting that Cell has his Cell, so as soon as Cell sees Goku use Kaioken, he just does it straight back to him, and the beam struggle gets so close to his side. But then, all of a sudden, the thing that saves him, Gohan, appears. In Goku's mind, he probably thinks that this is a ghost. He saw Gohan die, and he's been too busy fighting Cell to realize that the dragon's been summoned, so he sees Gohan next to him helping him, and he's shocked. He says to Gohan as soon as he sees him, "This is all my fault. I should have never put you up against a monster like Cell without even telling you the game plan. It was my bad." Gohan looks up and he speaks to himself. He says, I won't let anyone down again." And in the middle of the beam clash with Cell, Gohan transforms into a Super Saiyan 2 alongside his father. Two Super Saiyan 2s in Goku and Gohan. This pushes the blast towards Cell about 3/4 of the way. However, it's not quite there. That is until a third and very significant final flash comes in from out of nowhere from Vegeta. So now we have Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, all pushing together towards Cell. It turns out Vegeta wasn't dead after all, and he actually ate a senzu bean to come help Goku and Gohan. And if that wasn't enough, absolutely nothing would be. You have three of the main guys, Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan, coming together and using it all towards Cell. While this is going on, Goku looks across to Gohan and he says, "Well, I guess this is the end for me. Gohan, I am very proud of you, my son." And it's a bit confusing because you think Goku and Gohan and Vegeta are all there together, how's Goku gonna die? But the fact is, Goku just tapped into Super Saiyan 2. This was a brand new level of power for him and his body to maintain. On top of that, he used multiple levels of Kaioken. All of this energy outburst, in the end, ended up killing Goku, and by the end of this story, everything actually remains the same as the main series. Cell has been killed, but it was at the cost of Goku. Gohan transformed and found his real power in Super Saiyan 2 at the cost of Goku. Vegeta even recognizes and says, "Kakarot, you coward." Gohan screams out in joy, "Dad, we did it, yes!" But he looks down at his dad, and Goku has sacrificed himself yet again. And that is the end of the Cell games in this depiction of the story. Standing on top of the lookout, Gohan looks across the world and he comes to terms with what Goku did. So in this depiction of the story, it seems like Gohan would continue his training, not religiously, but enough to where he wouldn't fail again. This was the final chapter of the story Dragon Ball Rise by Rising Fist. What this story did was it gave consequences to Goku's actions of just throwing Gohan in there, and in a way, it made him wake up to his mistakes. It also made Gohan a lot more aware of the stakes of fighting. In that final scene where we see Gohan and Goku, both as Super Saiyan 2s, firing all they have at Cell, it really is a cool take and in some ways a more advanced version of the basic story. Anyway, that was the final chapter by Rising Fist. If you want to read the whole thing for yourself, I'll leave links down below. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Dragon Ball video.